So, in 2025, this might seem like a very random video to make, but let's be honest, World of Warcraft is home to some truly legendary music. You've got Lament of the Highborn, Invincible, Illidan's theme, Night Song, Way of the Monk. Honestly, the entire soundtrack is just so iconic, especially Mists of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor. But today I want to talk about one track in particular, the Mists of Pandaria Horde theme, and how it perfectly tells the story of none other than the tyrannical war chief himself, Garrosh Hellscream.
Live by these words, Loktar Ogar, victory or death.
From the very start, you hear those dark, ominous chants. You could tell something is brewing, something sinister beneath the surface. It perfectly parallels what was happening in Mists of Pandaria during the launch and landfall campaign. The Horde was fracturing, tensions were rising, and a civil war was quietly taking shape. As the track builds and gains intensity, you can almost hear Garrosh's war machine coming to life. And within that chanting section, there's this underlying tragedy. A sound that mirrors the Horde itself, a band of misfits trying to find their place in the world, struggling to survive, enduring what Hellscream's true Horde is doing to it on the inside and out.
We are the Horde! We are slaves to nothing and no one! If our enemies should choose to push us, we will drive them into the ground! Together, we will destroy the Alliance and claim what is rightfully ours! Let our song of victory begin!
To me, it also reflects Garrosh's personal struggle, trying to live up to the legacy of his father, Grommash Hellscream. Then as the music transitions, the tone shifts back into something darker, more authoritarian. This is the true Horde, Garrosh's vision for the Horde. You can hear a rhythm of conquest, the uncertainty of what's to come. It captures the moment perfectly in Siege of Orgrimmar, when Garrosh's vision for the Horde reached its peak, and ultimately its downfall. Earlier in the track there's tragedy, but by this point, Garrosh has chosen a path and there's no turning back. He sees himself as the ultimate war chief, a conqueror who will stop at nothing to claim his throne, even if it means alienating everyone who once stood behind him. At the same time, this theme also reminds me of Vol'jin and the Darkspear Rebellion, standing defiant against the True Horde, alongside the Alliance with the Darkspear Rebellion. The music's darkness and tension fit that image perfectly. The rebels camped outside Orgrimmar, preparing to face the Kor'kron, fighting not for power, but for the soul of the Horde itself. This track is brilliant, and it completely tells a story on its own, one of ambition, tragedy, and the eternal struggle for honor. While it might not reflect the modern-day Horde anymore, to me it will always capture the tragic heart of what made the Horde it is, and remind us that honor should never be forsaken. Thank you all so much for watching, and I do want to just say, I hope this video doesn't sound like I'm glazing Garrosh. Garrosh is a very evil dude, one of my favorite characters in Warcraft, and my favorite villain in Warcraft, but I don't want to pretend that he is a perfect saint. I just really love the story that this track tells. I think Garrosh is one of the most nuanced characters in Warcraft, but let me know your thoughts on the character of Garrosh Hellscream and your favorite World of Warcraft track, and if you'd like to hear my thoughts on other tracks of the universe and what I feel the storyline they're trying to tell is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.